Hello, and firstly I'm sorry that everything's been a bit confused in terms of my uploading, and it didn't happen yesterday, and so yesterday's happened today, now today's is happening at apparently 2 AM in the morning. This is the second video I filmed to upload today, because the first one I filmed I just couldn't bring myself to upload it. So technically this is going out on the 13th, and it's actually the 12th video. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about something which is not totally off what I originally filmed, but something I feel comfortable talking about on the internet. So if you've watched my videos for a little while, you've seen the range of them, you probably will know that I have quite a few mental health conditions, diagnoses, whatever you want to call them. And B, I am also a Christian and believe in God, and that is a massive part of my life. So I have had ups and downs with my mental health, but I'd say the worst point I got to was in sort of May 2016 time. And there are videos from that time, if you want to see them you can go back and find them. But that was a really difficult point in my life for me, and it took a lot of rebuilding relationships and fixing relationships, and that included in some ways my relationship with God, not in all the ways. I still had one, I still believed in it, but it just took a little while to kind of sort that out. And so I was thinking, basically a situation happened recently where I got very comfortable with the fact that I was fairly stable in terms of my mental health. I hadn't dealt with a big episode or anything like that in quite a while, and so suddenly this thing happened and it set me off, and suddenly I was feeling all these emotions I hadn't felt in such a long time, at least not to that intensity. So that happened really recently, which is why my video scheduling's been a bit off. And it just got me thinking about this video, which is something I don't think I've really shared with many people, and it might be nice to share with you guys. So a little over a year ago probably now, I got to a point where I was like, this has got to stop, I cannot live like this anymore. My mental health was not great, and I was really struggling with that and trying to find my purpose and find what I was doing, and I kind of knew it was nursing, but like I didn't feel like I could be a nurse when my mental health was where it was at that point in the time. And so it all felt very, very chaotic. I felt like I'd enrolled in this course that I felt God telling me to enroll on, but it felt way too soon, and I was like, I don't know what to do. So I kind of sat down and I read my Bible, and I prayed this prayer, which was basically, God, if you can't heal it, or if it's not your plan to heal it, use it. And that has been something that, especially I'd say over the last sort of 6 months, I've really felt come to life in my life. That yes, I will always struggle in some ways, or at least for the foreseeable future, I will always struggle in some ways with my mental health, but not to the extent I have done, in the hope that I can then use my experiences to help others, but also show that you can achieve pretty cool things, in my eyes anyway, with a mental health condition, which I think a lot of people don't just assume you can't. Like, when you say you have a personality disorder, most people just assume that like you can't leave your house, you're not safe to be around people. It can be a really like stereotype negative thing, where I think I get to have the opportunity to show people that actually you can have a life and live with it and have a relationship with God, and it not be confused, like mental health and spiritual health not be confused, because they are two totally different things. And yes, I think whenever your health is affected, it affects your spiritual health as well, for a positive or negative ways. But I feel like mental health especially is perceived that if you're struggling with your mental health, you must be struggling with your physical health, your spiritual health. And yeah, there's links, but I don't think they're as strong as people make out or perceive or make you feel they are at the time. So I kind of felt like God was giving me this opportunity that, okay, you are going to continue to struggle with these things, and maybe not to the extent you are now because you're trusting me more to deal with them, but you are going to struggle with them. But as part of that, you get the reward of being able to help someone maybe in a similar situation, or show someone that mental health isn't how they perceive it, and like show how God's still using you even though you've got these things wrong with you. And then, so that's kind of led to the title of this video. It means that I no longer really sit down and pray, God please fix me, because my understanding of the plan he's got for me right now is that that's not in it this moment of my life. What I sit down and pray for in terms of my mental health is for strength to get through the day, for symptoms to be relieved if I'm really struggling with something. So if I'm really struggling to sleep, I'll often pray about that. Or if I'm really like feeling anxious or feel something building up, I can pray about that. Just to have the patience to wait and use the time he has given me in the best way he wants me to use it in, and how it's going to be used, and like wait for the right opportunity to share what God wants me to share. And it's more like stuff like that. I pray for the here and the now, and not the magical fixing thing. And I think for some people that is what God is intending to do, and that is what he does for them, but that's obviously just not where God's plan is for me right now. And I think it's important to share, because I feel sometimes we hear these amazing like miraculous stories of God healing like a big illness, and it's great and it's wonderful, but that doesn't always happen. And I feel like especially with mental health, that can be kind of stigmatized, that you're not trying hard enough, or you're not praying about it enough. And I don't think that is it. I think we just need to sometimes realise that God can still use those people, and he's using me, so he could use you. So yeah, I'm sorry this video is really late and my voice is going, and yeah, it's not the best quality thing I've ever filmed, but it's just a little bit, I didn't really know what else to talk about, and I thought it's a nice topic. So I hope to see you soon. Bye.